Have you ever wondered about the breathtaking variety of life beneath the ocean waves and how our actions might be threatening this rich tapestry of marine biodiversity? The ocean, covering 2/3 of our planet, is home to an incredible array of life. From the smallest plankton to the largest whales, the sea teems with an estimated 2 million different species, many of which still remain undiscovered. This abundant life forms a complex, interconnected web of biodiversity, each species playing its unique role in maintaining the health and balance of the oceanic ecosystem. Marine biodiversity is not just about the fascinating array of species that inhabit our oceans. It also plays a crucial role in sustaining the planet's overall health. It contributes to the stability of our climate, provides a source of food and livelihood for billions of people, and even produces a significant amount of the oxygen we breathe. Yet this wealth of marine life is under threat. Human activities are taking a toll, and one such activity is overexploitation. This term might sound complex, but it essentially refers to the excessive hunting, fishing, or harvesting of particular species to the point where their populations can no longer sustain themselves. Overexploitation can lead to drastic declines in species numbers, disrupt the delicate balance of marine ecosystems, and even push species to the brink of extinction. It's a topic that needs our attention, as the consequences of our actions today will determine the future of our oceans. As we continue this journey beneath the waves, we'll delve into the intricacies of overexploitation, exploring its causes, its impacts, and what it means for the future of marine biodiversity. We'll uncover the stories of the species most affected, and we'll look at what we can do to help protect and preserve the world's oceans. So as we dive deeper into this topic, we must ask ourselves, what is overexploitation and how does it impact our oceans? Overexploitation, a term that sounds complex, but in reality it's a simple yet crucial concept to understand. Imagine a lush garden, teeming with vibrant plants and lively critters. Now imagine plucking every single flower, removing every insect, and uprooting every plant until the garden is barren. This is overexploitation in its most basic form. It's the act of consuming or using something to the point where it can no longer sustain itself. In our vast oceans, overexploitation takes many forms, but let's focus on three main culprits: overfishing, pollution, and habitat destruction. Overfishing is when we catch fish at a rate faster than they can reproduce. It's like emptying a bank account faster than you can refill it. Over time, the account, or in this case the fish population, depletes, leading to scarcity. Pollution, on the other hand, might not involve taking things out of the ocean, but it's just as harmful. When we dump waste into the sea, we're introducing harmful substances that can kill marine life or disrupt their natural processes. It's akin to pouring poison into that garden we talked about earlier. Finally, there's habitat destruction. This involves activities like dredging, trawling, or even the creation of artificial islands, which can destroy the homes of countless marine species. Imagine bulldozing your house with all your belongings still inside. That's what habitat destruction feels like for marine life. Now, you might wonder, what drives these destructive activities? The answer is as complex as it is simple: human consumption and economic demand. We love our seafood platters, our clean beaches, our ocean view properties, but the cost of these luxuries is often paid by the ocean and its inhabitants. So let's circle back to our original question. What is overexploitation? It's not just about overfishing, pollution, or habitat destruction. It's about the choices we make, the demands we create, and the impact we have on our oceans. In essence, overexploitation is when we take more from the ocean than it can naturally replenish. So, how does overexploitation pose a threat to marine biodiversity? Let's start by understanding the key players in this underwater drama. The marine world is a bustling community, home to a dizzying array of species, each with its unique role in maintaining balance in the ecosystem. There are the apex predators, the cleaners, the producers, and many others who all contribute to a complex web of life beneath the waves. Now imagine if one of these key players were to suddenly disappear. Take overfishing, for instance. It's like removing a crucial piece from a puzzle. When a fish species is overexploited, it disrupts the food chain. Predators that rely on that species for food may struggle to find enough to eat, while species that were kept in check by the overfished species may multiply out of control. These cascading effects can destabilize the entire ecosystem, leading to a ripple effect of unforeseen consequences. Similarly, pollution also poses a significant threat to marine biodiversity. It's not just about the visible litter that we see floating on the water's surface, it's also about the unseen toxins that seep into the water, damaging habitats and causing harmful algal blooms. These changes can lead to a loss of species as well as a decline in the overall health of the marine ecosystem. But it's not just about the individual species, it's also about the genetic diversity within species. Overexploitation can lead to a decline in genetic diversity, which in turn can reduce a species' ability to adapt to changes in their environment. This can make them more vulnerable to disease, climate change, and other threats. So, you see, overexploitation doesn't just harm one species, it harms the entire marine ecosystem. It disrupts food chains, damages habitats, and reduces genetic diversity. The effects of overexploitation ripple through the marine ecosystem, causing a cascade of consequences that impact all life in the ocean. And that, dear listeners, is why we need to address this issue with the urgency it deserves. The repercussions of overexploitation are far-reaching and profound. It's easy to think of our oceans as infinite, but the truth is they're not. Overexploitation of marine resources is not just a case of greed, it's a matter of survival for many species, including our own. The first consequence of overexploitation is disruption to marine ecosystems. By removing too many individuals of a species, we can upset the delicate balance of life underwater. For example, overfishing can create a domino effect. When top predators like sharks or tuna are drastically reduced, their prey can flourish unchecked, leading to an overgrowth of certain species. This imbalance can ripple through the food chain, affecting every organism along the way. Beyond the waves, the effects of overexploitation can also be felt by humans. Millions of people around the world rely on the ocean for their livelihoods, from fishermen to those in the tourism industry. Overexploitation can lead to the collapse of these industries, leaving countless people jobless and communities devastated. But the impact doesn't stop there. Our oceans play a crucial role in regulating the Earth's climate. They absorb about a quarter of the carbon dioxide we produce, helping to slow the pace of global warming. However, overexploitation, particularly destructive fishing practices, can harm this ability. For instance, bottom trawling not only decimates fish populations, but it also stirs up the sediment on the sea floor, releasing stored carbon dioxide back into the atmosphere. Moreover, our oceans are a significant source of the world's oxygen. Tiny marine plants, called phytoplankton, produce about half of the Earth's oxygen supply, but overexploitation can disrupt the balance of nutrients in the water, affecting phytoplankton growth and, in turn, our oxygen supply. In short, the overexploitation of our oceans doesn't just harm marine life, it threatens the balance of life on Earth. It's a complex issue with far-reaching implications, and it's something that we all need to take seriously. Because when we harm the oceans, we're not just hurting the fish, the whales, or the coral reefs, we're hurting ourselves. But all is not lost, there's still time to turn the tide. We stand at a critical juncture where our actions can make a monumental difference. The key to combat overexploitation lies in our hands. It's up to us to decide whether we want to be the generation that witnessed the depletion of marine biodiversity or the one that took a stand and reversed the trend. One of the most potent ways we can make a difference is by supporting sustainable fishing practices. By choosing to consume seafood that has been harvested responsibly, we can help reduce the pressure on marine species. It's about making conscious choices, such as opting for seafood marked with a certification of sustainability. Another significant step is reducing pollution. From the plastic bags we casually discard to the industrial waste that seeps into our oceans, every bit of pollution contributes to the degradation of marine habitats. Reducing, reusing, and recycling can have a remarkable impact on the health of our oceans. Further, it's vital to actively participate in protecting marine habitats. This can take many forms, from supporting organizations dedicated to marine conservation, to volunteering for beach cleanups, to advocating for policies that safeguard marine ecosystems. And let's not forget about education. Awareness is a powerful tool. The more we understand about the importance of marine biodiversity, the more equipped we are to protect it. So let's learn and share this knowledge with others. Lastly, remember that every small action counts. It's often easy to feel overwhelmed by the magnitude of the problem. But don't forget, even the smallest pebble can create ripples that reach far and wide. So join the fight to protect our oceans. Because when we safeguard marine biodiversity, we're not just saving fish, we're preserving the health of our planet. Don't forget to find more videos on this topic in our playlist. Subscribe to our channel, share our content, and leave us a comment. Your support can help us spread the word about the crucial importance of protecting marine biodiversity.